Good. He always pulls out this trick, right? He goes like this and he goes, yes, right? How do I explain that I'm not some kind of freak? I just believe that everybody within reason, you know, could improve themselves physically, and along with that comes mentally.
I think the best way to do it is just to explain what you do. I don't think there's any fancy things that you need to say or do. Just tell people what it is you do.
What I've done over, like, I won't say a lifetime, because there was a period from about, certainly late 20s to when I was maybe 50, when I had to go and earn a living like everybody else. So I couldn't spend my life worrying about what happened, but my health held up, so I didn't have a problem. But when it began to break down, like all the old injuries and everything, that's when I sort of looked at it. And what I concluded was really that your body heals itself. Like all the doctors and everybody that I had trying to help me, didn't work. None of it worked. And it wasn't like I misread what they were doing. When I had multiple things go wrong at around like a 2 or 3 year period, and very cleverly one physiotherapist said to me, this is the result of your past life. This is not like you've just done all this stuff. It's going wrong now because you've injured yourself in the past. And then I made it like how do I fix this? So I've been on a pathway to fix it, and now I fixed it. But I fixed it for an 81-year-old, right? I'm not even 50 anymore. I can't do the stuff that I even could do then. But I resigned myself to the fact that I don't need to. You have to have a certain kind of persistence or mindset to follow through. So it's no quick fix on something and then just leave it alone. And that's why I do the limited amount of exercise I do every day. It's more testing myself. If something doesn't feel right, I know to look out to fix that. So that's really how I do it.
And that's that five-day routine that you gave me.
Sorry?
That's this paper that you gave me.
Well, that's my current workout, right? That's just to test myself in that. Now, I might change that. The only thing that will stay will be the kettlebells, because I'm a great believer that that's really worked well for me.
Yep.
I've actually been 5 years of not missing one day of doing 50 or more kettlebell swings a day.
Wow.
But it sounds like that.
So even day 6 and 7, or 6 and 7 is rest day?
Sorry?
So you've got 1 to 5 here. Do you rest on 6 and 7, or you still do kettlebells?
No, I don't rest.
So
no, I've discussed it on my videos. When people say, oh, you're stretching routine, what do you do? I no longer believe in any of that.
No longer in stretching?
I don't believe in rest days. It depends what you want to train for. I mean, if you're not, I'm not talking about athletes. I mean, I've been an athlete, right?
Yeah.
And I took the advice of my coaches to get the most out of whatever it was my ego wanted me to do.
Yeah.
But that's not where I am anymore. It's more about, like, I want to be fully functional. So I want to be able to do things, and this is what I demonstrate. Like most people, and I've asked my students, and I've noticed they do this.
Yeah.
I ask them to lift up their leg and then bend it backwards, right? Now, most people do this, and immediately they're trying to show that they can balance on one leg. They've forgotten about the functionality of the exercise. So where I take it is, this is for older people, younger people, or anybody. Make sure you are balanced, right? Touch something, lean on something, whatever you want to do. And then whatever your exercise is, don't lose sight of the fact that this is an exercise in functionality. Can my knee bend properly? Can it reach backwards? Can I touch my bum with my heel? And don't worry about trying to balance, because then it becomes, can I balance? And that's what most people do. Their egos are trying to show that they can do this, rather than concentrating on, can I do this effortlessly?
Yeah.
if I have a twinge or I'm struggling with it,
Yeah.
I need to let go of the muscles that are restraining it instead of struggling to pull it against a natural resistance.
I want to try this.
So this is the kind of stuff that, like how I do it, right?
So how did you do it? You put your leg up?
Well, balance yourself, right? I mean,
Balance.
that's it. Well, take hold of, put your foot, well, yeah, yeah, and bring it to your shoulder if you can,
Okay.
right?
How are you?
Yeah,
Like that.
okay, and then just turn it down and your hip backwards and touch your backside, yeah. Now you can do that, right?
Yeah.
But you're not real good this way.
No.
So I suggest, like for you, you need to work on that
Ah.
because it should be working both ways.
Okay. How interesting.
And then what that allows you to do, when you're totally, I got this from martial arts, right?
Is this side any better?
No.
No.
Try
So
to
what is
touch
this?
it.
Like that?
Yeah, well, even if you use your other hand, touch your knee to your shoulder.
Okay. I just
Touch the knee to the shoulder.
really.
Yeah, more like it. It's only the armpit. That's more like what they're looking for.
That is my hip
Now-
flexor here. Ooh.
Okay, now by rotation,
Like that.
yeah, don't pull it up, just let it gently do it on its own.
Let's try again. So there.
Yeah.
And then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, now I do that every day,
Okay.
just as a matter of can I do it, right?
Yeah.
And some days the knees are really bad because I'm an old person.
Yeah.
So what happens is, to cure that, I do a full squat for 2 minutes. And I find when I stand up, it's healed all the stiffness.
2 minutes for a squat. You just sit there.
And this is what I can't explain to people. You get rid of it, not by struggling to make it bend and make it happen, and physiotherapy and some kind of resistance training. You get rid of it by allowing your mind to let your body completely relax. So the result of doing this, when I'm doing this, my thought pattern isn't pull this up as high as I can. This is, do I have enough control not to put a strain on it to be able to lift it without any help? And the help comes, like I'm not, this is about as far as I can go. And I move it backwards. And this is without any twinges or any hip problems when I've had arthritis in the knees, the hips, the ankle, all the things they've told me I can't do. But the result of this is that this leg now can lift up and it can kick, right? Which is where the martial arts training comes in. Because we're looking at the end result of doing this exercise
Yeah.
is the ability to let go and just kick at will. So basically, when you see demonstrations of all over the internet of people doing all sorts of kung fu and karate and everything else, the practicality of what they do is not really shown. So basically, if you have, for instance, somebody grabs me and they're at arm's length, this is a person, I'm at arm's length, they grab me here, and I'm a little old man, I can't, you guys grab me. I can do this. And that's why you need mobility,
Mm.
from a martial art point of view.
Mm.
So, how I explain all that, I'm not quite sure.